Hello everybody, how are you doing? I'm Margaret Marie and welcome to my channel. What I'm going to show you guys on this video is how to pick the right primer base for your skin type and coordinate it to the right foundation. As most of us know, the secret to flawless foundation is using a primer. Primers are designed to make your foundation stay in place for hours, make your skin look smoother, and minimize pores. Women over 50 especially need a primer as it will give you like an instant facelift. The key to picking the right primer is first to assess your skin type, dry, oily combo, and make sure that your primer is the same base as your foundation, oil or water, so they don't repel each other. Let's start with oily skin. For oily skin, you want to try an oil-free mattifying primer, something with salicylic acid in it. The fine silky powders will absorb oils and make your foundation stay in place for hours. On oily skin, silicone-based primers are really your best bet. Silicone primers create a barrier between the oil and makeup, which helps keep your oil in your face from breaking through. Redness control primers can help with breakouts. These are green tone and work to cancel out any redness. Now for dry skin, what you're going to want is like a water-based primer or an oil-based primer. Silicone-based primers tend to pill on dry skin. For dry skin, you need like a gel-based or an illuminating primer. On mature dry skin, your best bet would be like a cream primer that has some like hyaluronic acid in it. For normal and combination skin, you can basically use any type of primer base that you like. For normal to combination mature skin, you want to look for a cream base and something with light reflecting particles in it. And what that'll do is give you a nice healthy glow. Okay, so now that you know how to pick the right primer base for your specific skin type, I'm going to show you now how to find out what kind of base your primer is. All you have to do before picking your primer is go to the ingredients and look at the first 5. If your primer is a silicone based, when you look in the ingredients, you'll find that the first few ingredients listed will be like a cone or siloxane. Water may be the first ingredient, but it's usually followed right after that with something like cyclopentasiloxane or dimethicone. Next, how to tell if your primer is water-based by the ingredients. What you want to look for, of course, is the first ingredient will be water, but then the rest of the ingredients in the first 5 will be ingredients like aloe vera or maybe tea, ingredients that are mostly made of water. If no siloxane or cone words appear in the first 5 of the ingredients, then you definitely know it is a water base. And for oil-based primers, when you're looking at the ingredients, what you'll see in the first 5 are oils. There again too, you won't see anything like siloxane or cone in the first 5. All right, and now I'm going to show you what bases go together and which bases repel each other. Water-based primers and water-based foundations like this BB cream go perfectly together. You shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Now let's talk about using oil and silicone bases together. Whether you're using a silicone-based primer with an oil-based foundation or vice versa, these will actually go together quite well. The reason that they work together so well is because silicone and oil are both emollients. Now let's talk about water-based primers with an oil-based foundation and vice versa. As we all know, water and oil do not mix. What happens is the water molecules tend to stick together and the oil molecules also stick together. What this does is cause the oil and water to form 2 separate layers. Okay, so to wrap it all up, you want to keep your water primers with your water-based foundations and vice versa. Water-based primers will not go with silicone-based foundations or oil-based foundations. Your oil-based primers will go with your silicone-based foundations and your oil-based foundations. You won't have any problem there. And of course, your silicone-based primer will go with your silicone-based foundation or an oil-based foundation. All right, so now that you know what type of primer base to get for your skin type and what type of primer and foundation bases work best together, now I'm going to give you a few little tips. Always start your makeup application with a clean, moisturized face. As most of you already know, you need to have a clean and well moisturized face to make your makeup application go much better. Also, when you're applying primer, don't use that much. Only use just maybe a pea-sized amount. Using too much primer, especially if it's silicone based, can end up turning into clumps and it won't help the foundation stick. Another tip is let your primer sit on your face at least 30 seconds before you start applying foundation. Using the correct primer base along with the correct foundation base is really going to help you get your application of your makeup on perfectly, more smoother, and it won't pile and crumble and separate. My last piece of advice is to always look at the ingredients on any makeup product that you buy. This will give you an idea of what kind of base it is, and that way you can correspond your other makeup products to go with that. Getting two bases that work together correctly is really going to change the way your makeup looks on your face, and it'll really last better throughout the day. All right, so that will wrap up this video. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to help you answer them. As always, you guys have a really good rest of your day. You take care, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.